Welcome to the Pick Up the Flow show. I'm Selwa, and today my guest is Akanbi.
Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Raveman inside. Pick up the flow style. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, my pleasure. How are you?
Let's see. It's a loaded question. Currently, I'm at ease. Why? Because it's nice to be surrounded by angels. You know, it's nice to be surrounded by people that make you feel at ease and people that make you excited about life and like people that help you grow your curiosity. So shout out to you, Selwa, and Greg. Greg Greg in the lab cooking the tin right now. Spaceship activated. Damn, but yeah, currently feeling at ease and excited to share because I've gone on a long journey, you know, and I've seen so much and man's inspired, ideas are flowing. We've seen all the several ways of doing similar things. So, yeah. Nice. Excited for the future.
Yeah.
Excited to be here. Excited to talk to you. Yeah.
But so, before we start, can you introduce yourself for those who may not be familiar?
Let's see. Andrew Akanbi. My middle name is Tamilore. It's the full one is Oluwa Tamilore. My mom gave me that name, right? And it means God gave me a gift. And since day one, she's not failed to remind me that I am indeed a gift. And 30 years on this planet, and I'm thankful that I can say I truly believe I am a gift to this planet.
Nice.
Yeah, that's exactly how I think of myself and my presence on planet Earth. Yeah, that's my ultimate mission. And it's like being a gift is being a spiritual leader, is being a party promoter, is being a DJ, is being a vibe conductor, is being a good conversation person to speak to, because it's like you tap into that energy once you decide to keep it real and like face your truths. Mm-hmm. That shit is just standing right there looking at you. So the sooner you're looking at it, everybody know you get your motive, you know what keeps you rolling, you have your vision, and it's like, let's go, baby, let's go.
Yeah.
So
but I'm not gonna dive into the classic childhood trajectory.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna ask you the question, like, I'm curious, like, what have you been up to lately?
Let's see. Lately I've been working on merch for the party Groovy, because we're celebrating 10 years this year. Crazy. But I've been working on a lot of merch, and it's exciting, really. It's like having the time, spending my time to create experiences and goods and merchandise that will affect people's lives in hopefully a positive way. Mm-hmm. It's so sick. That's the ultimate job right there. You know, it's like that label makes sense. Mm-hmm. Because it's like using the music to like give people a hug on the dance floor, or just like putting a nicely designed t-shirt on their body that they'll feel proud because they look fresh, first of all, and also like proud because what the shirt represents is something so like beautiful and like real and positive and just the good and real.
Nice.
You know, so yeah, that's been my recent, between that and like trying to like plan shows and get dates locked in. I only just posted on Instagram yesterday that I'm working on the Groovy tour for Europe. I need bookings, motherfuckers. Guys, I'm trying to bring the vibe on the road.
Yeah.
Europe Rave Farm. Inside, I'm looking at you. Everybody inside, like, link me with the venues or the promoters that like have aligned visions, and like let's share vibes and like inspire each other. God damn it, that's the main goal with the Groovy year 10 anniversary tour. So yeah.
So will the tour be only in Europe or?
So we're starting in North America right now. We being myself and my partner Declan. Shout out to the temporary each and every time. God damn. Well, but the tour, yeah, starting in North America, and some exciting dates to be announced.
Nice.
You know, like the obvious next thing incoming is Dripping Festival, which I am absolutely excited and looking forward to. You know, it's like ready for some like lake vibes, ready to be in the woods. Yeah, ready to just get out there and like engage in a different, more organic environment. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're here for.
That's it.
But I'm curious, like, I'm sure some people don't know what's Groovy. Can you tell us more about Groovy? When did you start
Let's see. Groovy is it's a spiritual party. It's a friendship party. It's a love party. It's an intentional party. You know, it's like it's a gathering of minds, energies in an intentionally built space to like take off.
I have some photos.
Yeah. Speaking of taking off, you see Declan is like, man's gone. Oh, exactly. Yeah. Wow, that was.
So do you DJ now, like back to back together?
It's like like we're such very passionate individuals that like love music so much, right? And you know, once it's like I'm 30, he's like goddamn, like 30, got some years on top of me, right? But I feel like you get more comfortable in your body and you want to like pursue your own very unique, just your own like visions, you know, because I want to achieve so many things and he wants to achieve so many things. So it's like you feel it in a musical relationship naturally grows where, yeah, I really want to, it's like, still love, I'm a big back-to-back guy, right? However, it's like, I've been cooking the Akanbi sauce for like, say, let's even just say even on this past 2.5 months on the world tour, right? And yeah, it's, if you ask me if I want to like back to back, I'll be like, nah, I'm like, it's like where if it doesn't really like, it's like if we're not really there, then but so, and it's exciting though, because when everyone is working on their own thing, right? It's like, it's all gonna like lead up to a ceremony like Dripping where everyone is showcase all of their talents and all the things they've learned recently, you know. It's like that's the whole arts festival. Literally, why those things are called festivals. It's like everyone pulls up like they have pulled up in this picture with their best spirits, best energies, best. It's like most comfortable, make sense outfits for like fucking dancing for like a couple of hours, and it's like you get like energies like this, and you get to the end of the party and we all become family there, and it's like because we all felt the vibe, goddamn it. Like nobody can deny you felt the music magic hit your body. So it's like that is exactly what Groovy is, and it's intentional space to take off, as I said, like really nice. Combine energy and like really link up, and like, cause you know, it's like on dance floors, that's when you feel the ultimate energy of human experience. It's like if you're either on drugs or sober, whichever one, as long as the music is hitting right, the crowd is amazing, the environment is like, wow. Those are literally like the best moments where like, wow, because It's like, yeah, you could have like magical moments at home, but when you have a sound system, well, like it's like that's why the dance floor is ultimate.
Yeah.
It's like that's where we all like come fix our shit and like dance away all our fucking sorrows and all the things we're trying to like figure out in our dailies. Yeah.
Yeah. But so I'm curious, like what made you wanna start Groovy? Like, did you experience one party before that was like, okay?
So what made me want to start Groovy is rewind back to 2014 in New Jersey, because I'm in Jersey for college, and what's available on campus, it's the punk shows, which was fun in the basements, rock, like some crazy ass performers, you know, all the art kids want to be as weird as they can be. It's so fun, and then you have like the bars, you have like the Jersey club parties, the hip hop parties, the dancehall parties, and like the classic American college frat party vibe. So those were the options. And at the same time, I was in Jersey at the time, but I used to come to New York to party. So I'm like, I don't want to keep driving for an hour to get that vibe. I should be able to have one spot on campus that is like giving me like rave vibes. So just simply due to the lack of, I'm like, all right, let's build on that. And like literally, because I just want to like stop. It's it's a lot of energy driving to a party in New York. You probably don't have a space or anything, or you have to like drive back the same night after like you've expended so much energy in the dance. It's not too risky, So so when you're driving back and you're like sleeping over the thing. It's so. Just how do we fix that? Let's at least minimize, because New York is expensive too, goddamn it. So and we should be able to have this option available every weekend or every other weekend or month, whatever. So again, due to the lack of bam, I like met some friends, like met this guy Dalex on campus, right? And he was like one of the first closest people I saw that was like doing DJing. And he had been playing DJing across campus prior to me even getting in, right? And he found a basement and they're like, yo, let's do a party. And I'm like, all right, basement vibes. We get the CDJs. And I already had like so much music. So I'm like, okay, fucking do the thing. And yeah, it was a vibe because boys just wanted to party. As simple as that, like just want to like vibe out, and by the fourth party, I remember pulling up to the to the house, right? It's like an off-campus apartments, and we literally had a line on the streets, and I was like a line of people waiting to get into the basement. I remember that feeling of like, oh, whoa, like people are responding to this. Like they came back for the fourth time, and and that was just like another reaffirmation from the rave gods that it's like, bro, we need your vibe in there. And like, because it's like I came to it so excited, because coming from Nigeria, it's like just due to the lack of like all the access to dance music, due to like lack of internet, it's like I'm just out here. You guys, it's like dance music is normal for people in America already, but I come here like, whoa, it's like full discovery mentality, like holy shit. And so the passion levels are usually way more high.
It's really, so I'm curious, at that time, what kind of music were you listening to? Like before
coming to America?
Before coming to New York.
Before coming to New York, let's say like, so music traditionally, it started from, say I'm in Nigeria, Afrobeats, whatever is on the radio, hip hop, R&B, some like pop, Black Eyed Peas, Akon type shit, right? And so that's what I have coming from Nigeria in 2010. I get to America and it's like, then there's the whole blog scene, like fucking Brodinski, the French Kids, Busy P, ED Banger, like you come to America, Skrillex, Diplo, Benny Benassi, dubstep is going crazy, and it's like dance music is really like taking off, and it's really exciting. You have, it's like, I think of like Diplo and Skrillex. They were so huge for me because they're just their musical output at the time. At the time, they just caught me in that 2010. I was like, damn, this is sick. Like, I want to go experience this in person. And so it was like all of that mixed with some electronica there you find online. So like Fortet, Bonobo, Purity Ring. It's like I really liked, I've always had a very wide dynamic range of music that I love. I love like femme vocals. I love like folk and like just like vocal work and like instrumental, everything. Like, so a little bit of that in there. And then a little bit of club music, Jazzy Club, Baltimore. Then you start getting exposure to like Elvis 1990, Night Slugs, Fate to Mind. So it's like Los Angeles and like London doing this new fresh club blended R&B. Ghetto Gothic is holding it down in New York too. Total Freedom, Venus X.
Yeah.
So it's like literally all of those. You throw Mickey Blanco in there, throw Leaf in there, or like it's like this very punk Bushwick vibe and like cool Vice back in the day coolness where it seemed like she was just taking off, But so all of those things mixed together, and that was pretty much my palette at the time. I'm sure I'm forgetting a bunch, but yeah.
Nice. So I'm gonna come back to Groovy, but I want to step back for a sec and talk about, right after college, while you were experiencing nightlife and raves, you were also on your way to becoming an engineer.
Yes.
So I want to know, how did you feel at that time? Like,
so it's like the coming to America land of opportunity feeling. It's like I could do these things that will like really affect my life for the next couple of years. It's like it's like making money. It's like because I'm ready to be an adult from coming out of college and getting an allowance. It's like, okay, I need to like make, because I have my own things and my own interests and things that I like. I'm not just like, just give me clothes to wear and I'll stay. No, I have interest and things I want to spend money on, So just like excitement for the opportunity to like go to an American college after staying in Nigeria for high school. It's like coming from Nigeria, you are privileged if you could go abroad for university. So I'm like, I felt lucky that I'm in a place where there's internet, where there's a tennis court down the road, and there's a swimming pool down there, and there's facilities, and the roads are paved type shit. It's like those basic necessities. I was like, fuck yeah. And then I get internet and all this music and all these movies and everything. Shit, America. Like, just like everything you want is out here.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. You could dabble into anything. And it was lovely that I already came with a test for more music, right? Because I got bored of the Nigerian radio. I'm like, I need internet to send so I can really find some, because they don't play everything on the radio. So just excited to discover and like really dive into all the things I got into. And it's nice because I usually say I'm a diver, right? Like where instead of when I engage with something, I'm just, because I'm already like naturally drawn to, because I am a real person that I actually follow my heart. So I'm like, the things I'm usually drawn to, usually I want to be there, or there's something for me to learn there. That's the self-mechanic thing I've tuned over time. I've programmed myself to operate that way. Like where I'm meant to be in this place. We're doing this interview because we're meant to do this. Like it's absolutely meant to happen, and you and I both consented to doing this because we are excited about the idea and what could come of this.
Yeah. But so when you you were an engineer,
Yeah.
and at the same time you were throwing your parties,
Right.
groovy. How did you live that like?
So it's like the excitement of the opportunity.
Yeah.
I'm like, my mom is a hustler. You know, she used to sell like business clothes and jewelry to like bankers and stuff in Nigeria, right? So, and I drive around with her and I see how she like go the whole day, deal with like 4 or 5 customers. Like, and it's not just like selling the stuff. They're like literally hanging out and like they're exchanging goods in this, you know, there could be levels to it. It could be like, okay, let's just show me the product, I'll buy, pay, go. But usually there's a relationship because everybody wants relationship. It's like
It's so true.
like it's like engaging with your deli man.
Yeah.
With like it's like even the motherfuckers are like so in their own bubble or don't want to talk to nobody. Deep down they do, you know, they're just like they just don't have they've not fostered the energy to like actually make it happen. But yeah, and yeah, why was I talking about that?
Yeah, not the hustling, because like you were
Right, so
doing engineering.
I've already seen so I've seen that in my mom growing up.
Yeah.
And my dad was also not in Nigeria with us. So it's like just seeing my mom become a hustler of do her business, make sure she's like raising the kids nice. Cause I'm like, you know, I just felt like I was in good hands with my mom. You know, when you know that you're with someone responsible, like this woman is smart and knows what she's doing. Like that. So just that respect and like acknowledgement of that energy. I'm like, okay. So it's like, when you grow up with that, right? Like you're able to like take on a bunch of things because you've literally seen your mom do it. So what's your own fucking excuse?
Yeah. Yeah. But so, like, what skills? Cause like, what skills do you still have from that period?
Oh, very, very good question. So it's interesting because construction for me, right, it wasn't like I was excited. You know, like I'm just like, okay, what kind of job can I do with my skills? I'm good at maths and I could draw.
Oh wow, nice.
So I'm like, okay, construction makes sense. I could build a house. Like that sounds fun. Like at least it's like a very valuable skill. So I'm like, I'll study that. Study civil engineering, and then masters in project management, construction project management, and yeah. What was I talking about? Construction academy.
Yeah, the skills.
The skills.
And then you use.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So projects management.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm doing in the construction world, where I'm responsible for like inspecting a building. You know, like in New York, any building higher than 5-6 stories, every 4 years you're required to have an engineer physically and visually inspect, meaning you visualize with binoculars from the street level and also get a boom lift up there and like do some sounding and see if you can see some things that you've missed from the binoculars.
Oh wow.
So visual inspection, you're really climbing the buildings. Where's the picture?
Oh yeah, I have the picture.
Yeah. Some Spider-Man shit out there. Oh my god, I really miss those
When
days,
was
yo.
this?
This was damn, can you see the thing? This was I'm like literally that's me the first time using my rope rope access skill, which is pretty much climbing a building with 2 ropes.
Whoa. Did they train you to do that? Like,
Yeah.
Wow, that's
I
scary.
I did a week. I did a week. It did a week of training, like 2 hours up in New Jersey.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Can you say no, or you have to do it?
I was excited. Are you kidding me? Someone said, "Come and learn how to scale a building." How will you not be excited?
It's scary.
The thing with being an engineer is you see the calculations and there's a safety factor. You know, like me hanging on that rope, a whole trailer could hang on the rope and everything will be okay.
Whoa.
Because that's obviously not this rope, but like they can do calculations like that. So as long as the calculations have been signed off, which they usually are, because you need someone with a license to like permit all of this work. you trust the engineering, right? Like, we're not trying to kill ourselves here, right? So that eliminates your fear of the lack of safety. It's like there's a 5,000 times 500 safety factor already like implied in there.
Wow.
It's like they've accounted for 5,000 sellers or like 5 million sellers. So like it's only if the power of God is like, nah, we gotta really then that's out of
So wait, so you have to climb and then you do what do you do?
So yeah, I'm climbing and I'm gonna like rappel downwards. There's I can't remember, it's called a descender. So like the rope passes through like this interlocking pulley machine that like you're letting the rope go. So it's either rolling that you can roll down on the thing. And if you want to pull yourself up, you like, so you're hanging attached to the rope. So you're attached to one rope. I can't remember what it's called. You're like your main rope, right? And you have a safety line that is also attached. Those are the two lines you see right there.
Oh, okay.
So main and safety. So you see I'm hooked to this right here.
Mm-hmm.
And my safety support skate is roped tied to the other line. So you're like rappelling, you open the machine, you slide down.
Whoa.
Or you can either climb up and like you have to pull yourself up. It gets really energy consuming, but yeah, it's sick though. It's sick. It's a fantastic way to experience New York.
Yeah.
Like I'm doing inspections at like 6 a.m. in the morning and in like boom lifts, and this thing is taking you like 300 feet above the streets with no one on the streets.
Wow.
In the middle of like Madison Avenue.
Wow.
And it's a vibe. Like this literally, that's a Madison Ave right there. Yeah, that was one of my buildings. Yeah.
Yeah. So, how long now have you been? You switched careers.
So did engineering. I worked in the engineering industry for 7 years.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy. It's crazy how time be going by. It's refreshing though. It's refreshing to like literally like quit. Not quit though, but like just even put a pause on such a energy tasking job. Because like you see me climbing on ropes, like it's serious. Like you can't just like make a mistake or not like account for a zero. Because it's life or death, you know. And that's the same. That's what the work we're doing, inspecting this building, is making sure so like no brick is falling down on people's heads. You know, so.
But what did you learn from that career?
Let's see. I was speaking of project management, right? It's like ability. It's like how do you like prepare yourself to be responsible for the situation, responsible for inspecting the buildings and making sure you can identify all the repairs and make sure that the contractor will fix everything accordingly, and we could sign this building off as safe, and you could sleep knowing that you did your due diligence, actually inspecting every corner of this building that is taking up a whole block in New York. So it's the discipline that you learn in there, that it's like, I'm literally counting bricks, yo. Like think of like a 30-story building, you know. It's like big boy taking over like a whole block.
Yeah.
And it's like you have to inspect all the windows, all the corners of the windows. Like literally you have to put your eyes on like at least like 70% of the building.
And like when you quit, what did the boss said?
Let's see. So the whole thing went off about where I go to my guy. I'm like, yo, I have an agent now. Everyone, that's exciting, and we're working on a bunch of shows, and I need to like take like 2 months off work. And I'm like, I'll take 2 months and I'll come back and I see how it is, right? Where it's like, obviously, like there's no way we can do a leave of absence. Because I'm like, let's do a leave of absence and I'll come back. But it's like, they like me, they like my energy. I've done a good work in there. I was there for 5 years. And I should go do the music thing. And if I ever want to come back, the door is open. I'm like, say less, my bro. So it's like, that was just like, all right, I could actually like leap onto the next thing, knowing that there's some like security blanket that even if this thing fails and like for whatever reason, like my hands get crippled and I can't like move the buttons no more, or I just cannot share music in that, I don't have the ability to share music in that setting. I could go just easily come back to this, or like, yeah, there's options, you know, and we're in New York City, everyone's going to need an engineer till the end of the day, to the end of the world. So
yeah,
great, position to set yourself up in, you know. It's like, so when you fall, it's not like you can like I could find a job and there's construction happening every so it's yeah, so that's how I've been able to like just like find peace with trusting and investing in myself now at the early stages of me becoming a full-time creative artist, DJ, whatever. Right? It's like okay, could actually really take this thing seriously and apply the discipline I've learned from construction into my own setting. Now I am the project that we need to manage. And I need to make sure the merch is ready in time for dripping. I need to make sure the Groovy World Tour, we're filling the calendar and because that's how we pay rent. It's like, if there's no gig, there's, you know, so it's
But so how do you live that, like you know, like before with your job, you had like full-time salary, you were like, you know, mentally relaxed, but as a freelancer, you depend on shows, like it's
right. Yeah, it's like because you know, you have in 2 weeks another check is coming.
Yeah. But also sometimes they don't pay on time.
No. Not like it's serious like construction is serious. Like
no, construction. Like
who's not paying on time?
bookers.
Oh, bookers. No.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, in construction family. 2 weeks is 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's a serious I forgot the word. But, yeah.
But and so how was your experience now, like financially, with being a full-time?
Let's see, there's definitely more financial anxiety in the air because there's a dependency. The dependency on credit card becomes one of like the most common sense ways to like survive this storm. And hopefully this investments you're putting in yourself right now and like running the credit card will pay up eventually, and you get more of a following and people will start actually buying a bunch of tickets to your shows, which gives the promoters a guarantee to like actually book you and like keep having you come back to their space. You know, it's like that guarantee of just knowing that if you book, say, DJ Noble, for example, you know, everyone's going to fucking show up. Noble is going to show up too, and it's going to be a vibe. Only if there's just like some other like outside factor that like affects the situation. But like that guarantees it's safe and of course, yeah, it's safe, yeah, but like we still have to like just still take more risk, you know, and like try to not only give Noble all the shine, like it's like what we were saying earlier before we started recording about like it's like less investments in like big name DJs and more investments in like local community DJs. It's like, especially when you're in a place like New York, where everybody's coming here to do the thing. Yeah, it's not like you're in some like remote city where it's just some like little few nerds into it, but like we have all intentionally come here to do music, creative, party, whatever, nightlife situation. Yeah, so
yeah. But I'm curious, like, cause like as a DJ, but also like as a curator, you've been on both sides, you know?
Right.
So how do you see, you know, the economics, like the financial aspect?
It's like a, you know, music business where it's like the people that again guarantee the ticket sales will get the most bread. Or like, yeah, just it's like the DJ Stingrays, you know, it's like the Helena House, the Ben UFOs. You know, it's like with the Ben UFO, it's like it's so instant. Like you put this guy name on the lineup and it's like, you know, wherever you are, you know, motherfucker's gonna show up, and it's that guy. That fuck. But wait, hold tight. What's the question again?
No, like the financial aspect of, because you see the fees, like you see how much people are getting paid, and then how much you get paid.
Right. So it's like I feel, it's like there's acknowledgement for whoever is selling tickets should get the biggest fee because they're able to like attract more people and sell more tickets. So the maths just makes sense. However, it's like you see, I'm like, there's certain, you analyze, even as a DJ myself, you analyze what some of these big ticket sellers did, which are the DJs, like what's they're contributing. Like, okay, yeah, I know this person is sick DJ, but like, really, I don't know. You want to, as a fellow DJ myself, if I'm analyzing another DJ, I'm like, is this guy really like committed to being responsible for curating the vibe in here, for conducting that vibe? Because it's a serious responsibility. It's like going to a yoga class and the lady that is like directing the yoga ceremony. You need a good voice and a trusted voice that is actually looking at making sure that you're doing the right curves and doing the right moves that will like maximize the positivity of this yoga thing that we're even doing in the first place, which is exactly what we need also from like DJs or like promoters or these people that have like the power to like hold the spaces.
Yeah.
It's I keep forgetting what we're talking about. God damn it, weed is crazy.
No, it's cool. Summertime.
Yeah.
But because like I'm curious about, like off camera we talked about this and you said you really want to keep on going on like doing this full time.
Right.
But there's a lot of like challenges.
So the thing is, so I'll use myself as an example, right? This is what I feel. I'll give you feedback, especially after like touring the world. It's like do South America, do Asia, new spots, and like see the response.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, let me see this vibe that I've like cooked in New York and see how people respond to it across.
Yeah.
And it's positive that like a lot of people are like drawn to it and are like, yo, we actually enjoy that. Like that was so unique and that was so like, whoa, that was refreshing, and they've never had any DJ play like that because there's no other there's only one Ankanbi. So like, of course, like you're getting this raw, authentic shit that you won't find anywhere else. So it's like seeing that progress into, it's like, okay, so people, you go somewhere, like for example, this happened. I played in Berlin, but like 2 months earlier, I was in Japan, right? This kid came to the Berlin show and I was like, hey, I saw you DJ in Japan like a month ago. And I'm like, ooh, like he intentionally wanted to be there because of what he experienced in Japan.
Nice.
And he's following that through by physically putting his money down and buying a ticket for that experience. So it's like, oh, okay, I'm going from like just this DJ that like say like these promoters are just trusting that has like a vibe. They've heard my stuff and they're like, okay, yeah, this guy has something unique to share, and they're like, let's see how it works, because it's kind of like first time playing in all the spaces. They don't know. There's no guarantee yet. So it's like oh my
no, I definitely see your point, but like what do you think promoters like these days like see? Because like, is it mixes or like followers on Instagram?
It's a mix of everything. Of everything. First of all, like the Instagram social media thing is very important, where if they see you have 20k followers, at least if you post about their event that you're going to play, they know at least say even like 10k of this 20k followers will see this event, and maybe 5k or even like 3,000 will buy tickets. That's also like the guarantee safe maths tool for you to use as a promoter, right?
Yeah.
And you can't like fault that, because it's like they just have more people looking into their stuff.
But so you agree with this point?
Not that I agree, I acknowledge it.
Yeah.
I acknowledge that it's maths.
But honestly, it's bullshit maths.
So
because it's like if social media disappears.
So all right, so that's the thing, right? It's like we have to like take it as we're in the current situation where we're in the social media world. Like I just want to deal with the current situation right here. Like I want to like see a future where we don't need the social media, or we can use it in a way more healthy way, you know. But like, it is what it is, what we have right now, you know. And like, how do we just like, speaking of adaptation, adapt to the current situation, and we just keep rolling, and hopefully we roll into a better world, into a better future, you know. It's like, you know, we hope we roll out of the war fucking crisis right now. It's like, we hope we roll on to something more fruitful, and like where we're like enriching the earth rather than like destroying. So
but so like I'm curious about like your, sorry, I was like, because I was thinking about two things at the same time. Like your parties, like most of your, like when you curate parties, I don't feel like you care about the following.
That's the,
like you always care about the music first,
right?
So like, have you seen people changing their mind, like when they first discover your music, like when you first DJ?
It's you know, that's the thing with people, you know, like they're hard to trust. They want like the guarantee. Guarantee keeps back to the word guarantee. They want that guarantee. Okay, you know, you can at least, even if your DJing sucks, just the fact that you have 20k followers, at least like 500 even of those 20k will appear at the party. It's a safe bet where also you can also rely on, but that's just there, right? However, it's there's the other side of that, where that's where the fun is. Like, that's where curiosity comes into play, and that's where things get more magical. So it's like, you want to go for the mathematical vibes or the magical vibes? Like, how do you want to like process this same dance music that we're doing in the same club or in like similar spaces, right? Like, you want to do music magic style or capitalist rave business techno style? And it's like you feel it's like this balance of, you know, it's like it calls, you know, the whole situation where it's like you dealing with a situation where it feels like a curse and a blessing, where because you're choosing curiosity and magical play and like thinking of alternate universes in a capitalist world, you suffer, you have to pay the dollar to dream. So that's exactly, it's like, it's just that, that's, I don't know.
But so how would you describe, because like you've seen many music communities worldwide, like how would you describe the differences between, you know, music communities like in Europe versus here?
So like, I'll say
music scenes,
generally we're all doing the same things, right? However, when you go deeper, we're all affected by our environments. You know, it's like you're in Germany, say like you're in Berlin, right? You're affected by like the German vibe. You're in the UK, you're affected by the UK vibe. Everybody has their own vibe. You're in America, it's their own vibe. It's like each location, you know, and how the society affects how the people in these communities engage with each other, right? It's like where, I don't know, like, I feel like I've been having a lot of conversations with New Yorkers, and there's an agreement that it feels like everyone is in competition with each other.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like
but in New York.
I'll focus on New York right now, right? Where, think of it when you're on social media and like, you know, it's like it's a common thing. People have talked about it, where the pressure of posting tour dates, looking busy. It's like, damn, you know, like some people only have like three dates. Meanwhile, some people are posting, and it's like, bro, your whole fucking week is filled up, and I'm like, no gigs for the next 3 weeks. Like, that's literally my current situation right now. I'm like,
okay, so I want to talk to you about this thing. I don't know if you agree. But like, you know, like so many people get paid really little money for shows from institutions in New York. And would you feel like saying no? Like, let's say if someone comes to you, institution, and they're like, okay, the show's gonna be sold out, you're gonna open for this artist, but we'll give you like this small fee. Would you do it?
So I'm my own agent also, right? Like, I have an agent, bless you, Lisa, representing me in Berlin, right? And shout out Epica crew, we're out here. But I'm my own agent in North America, right? And it's interesting also taking up that role too, because you're seeing the whole thing from how you're seeing everything.
Yeah.
It's like you're exposed to like literally all of the economics and like the social links in the But
yeah, like no, I mean the question is, do you feel like we should all refuse to pay for little money? So then we raise the bar.
What I've been practicing is standing up for myself and being my own agent and advocating for myself. I'm like, for example, I just told the world I did, and it was a success. Like success meaning I go to each show, and by the end of the night, everyone was like, wow, that was an experience.
Nice. Yeah.
Like actually like made an impact. I just didn't just go to DJ. Like it's like I put myself in the space and like went with curiosity to see what they're cooking in like China, see what they're cooking in Japan, in Brazil, in fucking Colombia. You know, like we're in the jungle, in the middle of the jungle, vibing out in Colombia. It's so trippy. I'm like, whoa. So it's like I've tested my vibe all over and people are responding positively to it. And I'm like, and I stand and believe that this is what's more of this vibe is what the people need. Something authentic and something real and something that inspires good vibe, that inspires something genuine that like people can take away from. It's not just like, you're not just doing the Instagram shit.
Yeah.
It's like we actually need like real creativity and originality right now. Like people that have voices and believe in what the fuck they're saying. They're not just saying it because this is what you say to get to the goods.
Yeah.
It's like we say the thing first and then the goods come after. You know, it's like...
Do you feel like now that you're touring, you can increase the fee and stuff like that, or...?
So I feel like I'm entitled to a higher fee. Yeah. And I ask, I'm like, motherfucker, I just told the world, like, this shit gotta go up the fuck. Yeah. Like, it's like, because I know how much work I'm putting in and how I've developed from... I hear my mix from like 3 months ago and I hear what I just recorded before I even came here. And I'm like, damn, son, like you keep growing, because I'm literally praying every day and like really like putting myself out there, because that's the best way you could create like art for people that will like be meaningful to them. You have to be in the fucking streets.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, it's like you think of like musicians that like say, you know, like creative that like so locked up in the studio, right? Yeah, they can give us this like mind-blowing concepts or whatever, right? But like you miss the human touch.
Yeah. It's so true.
Like, and it's just like, why do you think I'm for my DJing, right? I'm like always on the mic. Because I'm like, there's a fucking human being behind here doing these things. It's not just like an experience. No, it's a real life situation that we're able to share. You know, it's like being able to like, it's like playing football together or like listening to an album together. Same situation, you know, so.
Yeah, but so how do you maintain your energy and stay focused, because you give yourself, like it's not like you DJ, but also like you're on the mic and you have to try to connect with the audience and like, you know, through the feedback you have to like react.
You have to be very self-aware to be a performer. You know, it's like I'm doing this because I feel my whole spirit saying this is what I'm meant to do. There's no convincing or like second guessing. Like that's why I quit my job, because I'm like, yep, this is where my heart jumps for. This is what I can do in my sleep. Like it's like that's why I could like take on the stress, or like even take on all, be my agent, be my DJ, be my stylist, be my all of the roles. Do you guys know the DIY vibes? God damn it! It's like you be on everything, and it's like you keep still, because I'm like, this is literally what I'm meant to do with my time. Like the vision is so clear and nobody can convince me, or like, because it's not even a matter of convincing. It's just it's like you can't tell me that this is not a glass of like slightly leftover iced tea with 4 cubes in there. You're not going to convince me it's 5 cubes, because like, look, it's 4 cubes.
Yeah. It's clear.
So I have to just like really trust that I'm saying the right things and I'm not tripping that, okay, 4 cubes.
Did you have like challenges while touring that made you feel annoyed?
Oh, that's a loaded question. Wow. Of course now, because that's the whole thing about traveling, because you're just exposed to the universe. And if you've realized the world is not, it's a yin yang vibes. The angels and demons out there. And it's like you really have to, it's like living in your typical space, right? Like staying in your like you've been in your apartment for like 3 months. You've maybe taken like 1 or 2 trips upstate, or like drove like an hour away from here, right? But otherwise, this is your safe zone. You know how things function around there. Everything rolls, right? All of a sudden, when you're taken out of that space into this new ass land, that motherfuckers even speaking different languages. It's like all of your senses are just like, you're like a baby again. So you're easily exposed. And if, because just like getting excited by this new landmark or whatever tourist attraction that you're looking at, that's taking your attention this way, and something could happen this way. It's like, like even being in like Brazil, for example, where everyone warned you about things getting stolen and all that, right? So I remember being in Brazil, like going to the beach, and it was annoying because you can't go to the beach because you won't have anyone to watch over your stuff. You can't go alone. That's the thing, because most likely someone will steal your shit if you just leave it out there. So you either have to like ask someone to watch over it for you, or hide it somewhere, or just come with your trunks alone and jump in and get out. Like that's the situation. I'm like, damn, like it's annoying that we have to be like existing on such a safety level that damn, we can't trust each other. Like it's like people really like, it's a reality of the world we live into, that not everyone has iPhones. So like over here in Brooklyn, you can say like a majority has iPhones, so there's no need to steal iPhone because we can all like afford either iPhone or like another best substitute alternate phone, and like, okay, so there's no phone stealing crisis. However, it's different over there. And but yeah, feeling, it's like being exposed to like energies like that, where it's like, okay, so I have no backup. I'm out here alone by myself, and my brain has not been used to this level of alerts and security that I have to like be at. So I'm like, you really have to like train yourself and make sure your phone isn't hanging out of your back pocket, or you're just not just being careless. As simple as that, You also like want to just like enjoy and not be this anxious motherfucker that is waiting for someone to come steal your shit. It's because that's how you attract that energy. But finding the balance of, like that's a discipline where it's like, okay, yeah, we come here to party, but like at the same time, we want to make sure like we have all our luggages and we're not missing anything, because that's just stress. We don't want stress, right? So yeah,
yeah. But so like, I'm curious, like, I think I talked about many points, but I wanted to know, like, do you have any advices for like, young people who want to
be yourself?
Yeah.
Be yourself.
Nice.
Be yourself. Be yourself. Like, trust yourself so hard, motherfuckers think you're crazy. Like, it's like, really, and like, trusting yourself is not just like trusting your delusional side, or it's trusting your real side. That is like, it's like you acknowledge the reality of the situation, and you embrace and acknowledge with full respect and acknowledgement. And it's like, and you're just like down to like figure out what comes next after this. Keep it that way. And the sky is the limit, motherfucker. Like, it's like really, it's like just stay present for the vibes, like really, it's like there's no race, there's no stop. We're not chasing nothing. Like, everything we need is right there, yo. It's like it's right there.
Yeah. Well,
so yeah.
Are you planning something next? Like, what's next for Groovy for you?
What's next for Groovy is we're celebrating 10 years at Dripping. Shout out to the Dripping Massive, Leo, Daniel, MC, Saul, everybody, Rafaela, like everybody. Thank you for doing dripping, you know, like
Yeah.
I heard Greg is like making some bots back there. God damn, it's gonna be crazy. You're like everybody see I got them dripping. Like we're celebrating 10 years of love, 10 years of enjoyment, 10 years of sweating together and getting to know each other in like these very like vibey states.
Yeah.
It's so vibey. We live such a vibey life.
Yeah. It's important.
It's like, think about it though. That's why I love, one of the things I love about New York so much, you know, it's like there's we could create our own situation. The same way you guys have created your podcast in this space, right? It's like you could literally like anything is possible as long as you have the vision and you want to execute and you have the energy to execute.
We just need the money.
It's like, oh my God, yeah, obviously, yeah. Big essential right there, before we achieving dreams.
But yeah, it's important to create a vision for sure. And yeah, I'm curious, like, do you have a dream?
Let me see, what's my dream? It's like I want to realize Planet Groovy in its physical space. That's all I'll say. Done. Word. See you soon. See you on Planet Groovy soon.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. Like, this is like so cool and inspiring, and I feel like you touch on so many points that like I think people also need to just feel. People
need to feel, yo.
Yeah.
It's like
and be connected. Like
we can't be doing this like surface area thing.
Yeah.
That's why, you know, especially one of the bunch of things I usually go back to while I'm on the mic while DJing is I'm like easy. Mm-hmm. You know, I encourage people to like just like be in your body, be comfortable. And like I remind you that like remember you existing, you're existing in your shell.
Yeah.
Like
you remember at the X Pizza when we
oh my God.
Yeah,
wow.
With the
that was a glorious night. That's so like off rare New York occurrences. They're just like where there's a vibe, there's a vibe. With Masa and Tomoki. We're just in Japan together hanging out. It was so lovely.
Yeah, shout out to Masa.
Shout out to Masa and the rest of the Japan massive. Yeah, like Tokyo, Kyoto crew.
Yeah.
Nah, really, so much love, yo. Thank you guys for having me. Like, really. Yeah, see you soon, goddammit. We inside. Word.
Nice. Well, thank you.
Ciao. Ciao. Love you so much.
Thank you so much.